Everybody say, praise the Father. Praise the Father. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Almighty Father, our Lord Jesus Christ, the Creator of all, through His appointed Son, Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy, for giving me this privilege to stand and testify before you, my brothers and sisters, how the Father, through His Son, has changed me 360 degrees. Praise the Father. One clap offering to the Almighty Father. Praise the Father. I am Arlene Rillon. I was born and raised in Baguio City. My family and I were called when I was 12 years old through the Powerline program of Pastor aired in IBC 13. My biological father was blessed in how Pastor preached, and like a month after being televiewers, he told me to write to Pastor as covenant partners. Days after writing, an FTMW, or full-time medical worker, was sent to our house by Pastor. And it all started from there until I, together with my biological father and mother, were baptized. We became active members in the KLC of Baguio. I, for myself, became very active in the youth ministry. I've never missed any kingdom activity until time came in my life when I have to prove how brave was I as a kingdom youth. It was in May 2004 when I decided to be a full-time miracle worker. I was 18 years old at that time. I may not be a degree holder nor have supreme recognitions outside, but I am proud to say that my greatest achievement in life was when I have decided to become a full-time worker and serve the Almighty Father through His Son, eternally at any cost. Praise the Father. I thought things would end there, but I was wrong, because it was there at that time that my real fire has begun. By the time that my parents knew my decision, they really got angry at me. A week after I became a full-time worker, my physical mother went here in Davao and was forcing me to go back with her in Baguio. I refused, and so from there, she threatened me to destroy Pastor's reputation. Days went by, and so she did what she said. False accusations from left and right were thrown against Pastor by my mother through local and national news. In newspapers, radios and televisions, and even on internet. She even accused Pastor of being a kidnapper, which triggered me not to be silent, but instead to stand and defend the Son. My parents made worst scenarios and cases against me, the kingdom, and most of all, the Son. I needed to seek for legality because they went beyond the belt. I felt like I was between the heaven and earth at those times. Those years, it was really hurting on my part that my parents would do that to Pastor. But I stood on my choice, praise the Father. I knew that my decision was not because of anyone. I was never forced to become a full-time worker. It was my decision to become one of the army of goodness because it is in the kingdom that I have found true happiness, and it is in the Son that I have found true love. Praise the Father. Years went by and they have not stopped. I didn't have any face-to-face pastor anymore, but this is what I cannot forget. Pastor told me, "Len, I will go with you all the way because you have decided to give your life for the Father." Praise the Father. I became very controversial at those years, but I did not mind. I did not mind it because I knew from the very beginning that the Son is with me. Praise the Father. In the midst of those trials, Pastor has trained me in different ways to become a real leader. I was trusted in the pastoral department and in the administration department as my first ministries. At the age of 27, Pastor sent me to Canada. I was very confident at that time because I knew that I have gone through a lot. I boastfully believed on myself, and I thought I was strong, so I was so strong. So because of that, I became stubborn and became rebellious because I thought that I was always right. Until the point came in my life when I had to face myself. For me, it was the most intense trial I've had. For I have to face myself. Murag wala-wala lang giagian ako sa akong mga ginikanan maigsuon because there was nobody nor thing to be blamed. It was only me. So I had to face myself. I had to overcome my pride. It was then that I knew that I was still weak because it was only my own strength. Murag kanunay nga makita ang akong kaugalingon. So the Father worked on me there in Canada very intensely. I wasn't with Pastor physically, so I felt so very alone there. Knowing that in abroad you are free because you have all the opportunities, but that is how I have proven the faithfulness of the Almighty Father in me. Praise the Father. That amidst of all my unworthiness, my sins, the Father through the Son has seen my heart. I almost wanted to give up there and come back here in the New Jerusalem defeated. But the Father did not let me. The Father through the Son gave me another chance to prove my commitment, dedication, loyalty, and faithfulness to Him. When I thought that there wasn't anyone with me, the Son was there. He was the one who was with me. That I realized and accepted all my weaknesses, my faults, and sins, the real me. That was when I fully repented and denounced the old Arlene and accepted the new life the Son has given me. Praise the Father. At that time, I wasn't trusted with anything else but my freedom of choice. That was when I totally received the Almighty Father through the Son in my life. Tinuod jud mga nga kung sa akong kaugalingon lang kinsa ko para makahalahutay pareha sa anak. Pero tungod kay akong gidawat ang gahom sa amahan sa akong kinabuhi maigsuon, na overcome na ko ang tanan pinaagi sa anak. Praise the Father. I know that I can overcome all the fires in my life and I still become more than conqueror. After that intense trial, gisaligan ko usab sa anak, but I wasn't exempted from trials. But by then, no matter what happened, I knew that I can make it all through because the Son. Praise the Father. I have been in the pastoral ministry for 15 years, and I can prove to all that Pastor has turned every carnality in me into spirituality. False and dirty accusations may be thrown against the Son, but through eternity, I know where my stand is. My loyalty is only to the appointed Son. He might be true or not, but my heart is fixed and my mind is made up. My loyalty and faithfulness is only through the appointed Son at all costs. Those who are young in their faith, those who are still in the process of knowing who the appointed Son of God is, do not believe the accusations, allegations, and lies of those who have fallen away. Believe us who have stayed inside the kingdom nation and faithfully submitted ourselves to the fire of discipline and correction. We have seen Pastor Apollo Sikibloy, who really is he, and he is a good man. In fact, he is willing to lay down his life so that others will be snatched from this dark, sinful world. Of the flesh, of no amount of carnal accusation could change the fact that Pastor Apollo is the most spiritual man, praise the Father, that lives in the world today. I may not have any physical relatives here in the kingdom. Nevertheless, I am rest assured that everything is perfect in His time. Praise the Father. Without the Son, I may not be standing here before you victoriously, but because of the appointed Son, I am here standing before you victoriously. Praise the Father. The Son has given me dignity and honor, that amidst my unworthiness, He did not see the mud in me, but He saw the diamond in me, that as I go victoriously in my spiritual journey, I would be like Him. Praise the Father. Pastor, salamat kaayo sa tanan nga gihatag nimo sa kuha. I may not have talents to offer you, pero salamat, Pastor, for accepting my whole life as an offering to the Father through you, His appointed Son. I may not be very vocal to you, Pastor, pero gatuo jud ko that you know my heart. Praise the Father. At all costs, Pastor, I will defend you. I give to you my loyalty and faithfulness all of my life. Salamat kay pastors. And with this, I give back all the glory, honor, praise, and thanksgiving to the Almighty Father through His appointed Son, our beloved Pastor, Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy. Praise the Father.